It says welcome to chat room. Bro, I can't even explain my
How come it didn't show me
disappointment.
what I got from leveling up? It didn't give me anything. Oh, let me see my thing. I didn't look at it that way.
It's right there.
I know. See, it didn't tell me.
Certain levels don't get shit.
Oh, now
You
you
ain't a
tell me.
low
I
level
just
no more.
asked if
I've told you this plenty of times before,
But
though, when we started
just-
Pokemon.
I know, but you just looked at me like I was dumb. You could've.
You don't, after a shot, were you able to catch it? How much did I miss? Bro, okay, now I know I'm live, cool. Bro, I'm so sorry I had to end the stream, bro. I'm so disappointed in myself right now.
What's up?
Let me tell you what happened, bro. Yeah. Bruh. So that motherfucking thing popped up, little dragonfly Pokemon, Yanma or some shit.
Yeah.
Never caught the motherfucker before. And I've been saying for this whole entire stream that, you know, I never catch anything new anymore. I needed to catch something new, and it was the whole reason I didn't play Pokemon. Good looking, bro. I tried to catch that motherfucker, and like I spawned in right, and if you were watching a little bit before, she found a wild Jolteon. It was the first one she ever got, and it was like a few minutes before we came back. Yeah, look, hold on, she caught the motherfucker. It was a few minutes before we came back, so I figured that Jolteon would have already split. And
Yes, my phone is broken.
yeah, so is mine. I figured that motherfucker would have split already. And when we came back, and she's seen.
Look, it's like Big Dig B.
Old Big B. It does the same type of fighting action. But, basically, like, we got back right here. She's seen that she had that right.
It's me.
I'm level 24, and she just leveled up level 17. She leveled up as the stream was off, actually, for that couple of, like, fucking minutes there.
I'm there.
But I don't know why, my dumb ass, like, I told myself that if I stop the stream to play the goddamn game, it's only gonna be to catch things that I have not caught before. And the goddamn thing popped up. I opened my phone, and it popped up on my screen with the Jolteon. And I figured to myself, oh, if the Jolteon's still here, it might despawn for a couple minutes, but I know that thing ain't been there because we've been here twice already, and we've been sitting here for hell long at this point. So I knew the other thing didn't have a chance to despawn quick enough. So I caught the motherfucking Jolteon, which was only 30 CP, and it was shitty ass fucking IVs, just like I thought it would be. The whole reason I didn't break out the phone in the first time to get it, because I already have 2. So now at this point I have 3. And then fucking...
You had enough to evolve.
I had enough to evolve, enough candy to evolve. So I evolved one of my shittier EVs, because I was trying to hurry up so I could get back to the stream. I was like, fuck the IVs. I'm just going to see if I can get a new EV evolution, because there's only 2 I don't have. And I evolved it, and it turned into now my 4th motherfucking Jolteon. I'm just like so disappointed right now. I could have had a new Pokemon, and instead I got 2 shittier versions of Pokemon that I already have. The 2 Jolteons I already have, they're fucking both like 1500, which isn't great. Like, my strongest Pokemon is Vaporeon, and it's 2025, which, like, at that rate with all the other ones that I have, yeah, that sucks. Yeah. Like, I can take down pretty much anything I want to, unless I come to a gym that has, like, between fucking 2 and 3,000 fucking CP Blissies, along with, like, well, Blissey, I should say, after the update now, and, like, a Dragonite, and fucking Lapras, and Tyranitar and all kinds of fucking bullshit. Like, that would be pretty hard to do still, but pretty much everything else, like anything out here, I can beat it no problem. And there do be some pretty serious players out here who they'll have a gym that's like mostly in the very high thousands, and then there'll be like 2 or 3 Pokemon out of each of it that'll have like 2000 CP up to like 3000 something CP. Her best Pokemon. Hold on. Catch that Sudowoodo, and then I show you guys.
That's a big number.
Oh, Sudowoodo. I got a pretty powerful one the other day. It was like, well, compared to all the ones I've had before. I think it was like 1,100 maybe. It was definitely over 1,000. So is she a gamer too? There's Sudowoodo's only power.
I mean, yeah, power
up.
I am depending on my mood.
Yeah, sometimes she is. Like, to me, I feel like she likes her phone games more than anything.
That's not how it used to be, though.
But I do have certain games that she'll play the fuck out of them and shit. And I know she likes some old school games. Look, this is her strongest thing. 1200. Motherfucking pincer. Her screen's fucked up, so is mine. Then her next thing is the Jolteon that she just caught. 1133. With pretty decent IVs. I'd have to say it's probably like, I don't know, it's gotta be in the 90s. She has Houndoom for 1,000, and then 941 on Vaporeon, her 4 strongest ones. Your 7th strongest thing is a fucking Dunsparce. Pincer.
Oh, yeah.
Never caught a Jolteon on them.
You didn't know that?
That's funny. Dunsparce is so low on my list of CP things. Like, I have decent ones. I keep on finding motherfuckers, but
I need how many to power up EV? 25?
Yeah.
Oh, I only have 5. Can I use it to power up my Vaporeon?
Yeah, I would. Get it above 1,000.
I can only do it once. No, I can do it twice.
Yeah. Her Vaporeon is now 984.
It would be like...
They might become a regular thing. I might do it more often because I find myself struggling figuring out what to live stream and this shit. I love playing Pokemon anyways, and now I can just help her do her shit. Since I'm out of state where, it doesn't need to, like, I don't need to play constantly. So yeah, I might make this a regular thing. What is your Vaporeon now? 1,026. That's cool. So now you got 4 over 1,000. But yeah, I might make this a regular thing, bro. I really might. I'd greatly appreciate it if you drop me a follow, man. Yeah, it's good to get outside, man. It sucks because majority of the day, if I'm not doing anything, then I'm just chilling at the house,
Kind of boring.
Yeah, it'd be pretty boring. Like, if I'm not at school or fucking out doing anything, then I'm just chilling at the house, and I'll be chilling there for hella long doing nothing, pretty much. How long of a walk was it? Followed earlier. Oh, cool. Good looking, man. Good looking.
To the park where we normally get, it takes about like 15-20 minutes.
I'd say maybe, I'd say like 25 or 20 to 30 minutes probably to walk here.
It depends.
I've tracked it on distance on Pokemon, and it's been like, It's definitely been over a kilometer. It's
We got
a bit
50
longer.
followers now.
Oh, cool, 50 followers. Good looking, bro. So you're the 50th country chick. Hey, what is up?
Freaking.
How is everybody doing out there?
Um. Well, honestly, I feel like some days we get here faster and some days we take forever to get here.
Yeah, sometimes we be getting here kind of quick, sometimes kind of slow. Yeah, I might make this regular thing. I like doing shit like this, man. From the West Coast. Yeah, buddy. I'm from California. I was handing in. And 3 viewers. Going up a little bit. What is up with everybody? Hell yeah, that's what's up. Oh shit, Fresno. Damn. That's
And
only
we just moved closer to you, buddy.
I think that's like that's pretty fucking close.
Yeah.
It's
Maybe
probably like an hour, maybe hour and a half, 2 hours. That's pretty damn close to us, bro. We just moved over here from well,
Damn.
I'm from Stockton and shit. That's where I've been at for like my whole life. Better part of my
My
life.
pseudo wudo is stronger than my favorite. What?
Your pseudo wudo is more powerful than your Vaporeon.
I got bored. It was the only thing I could power up, so I got bored.
You still have your lucky egg and lure module?
I think my lucky egg is strong. Oh look, strong Pokemon. Attack is its strongest feature. Excellent stats. It's rather sizable.
Oh shit. Didn't say nothing negative, huh? That one, that could most likely be a very high CP pseudo wudo.
My egg has 1.
I would expect something like that to
like
be
2
like
minutes
fucking
left.
like 98 to 100 possibly. From the 209. Only know that because of the DS brothers. Yeah. 209, born and raised.
No, I was born and raised in Sac in the Bay Area.
Oh yeah, she's from Sac in the Bay Area. But her ass is fucking, throughout her life, traveled all over the goddamn world.
It was because of my dad being on drugs, man. My mom thought moving away would make it better.
Moving makes nothing better. $14 CP.
I transferred it. Leave me alone.
Okay. I was gonna say. It's not like it's your first Pikachu or some shit. No, your first fucking Squirtle or some shit.
I transferred it. Shit. 35 seconds.
I want to.
I have 35 seconds on my lucky cake. Can't do it. I'm talking to myself, I know. Stop. I was talking to you, but then it got all quiet, so I figured you didn't know that I was talking to you. Can I have a cigarette?
Time for your phone. Here, you hold.
My lucky egg is gone.
Your lucky egg is gone. I thought you did that fucking after the lure module.
I did.
Did they change the times on lucky eggs and lure modules? I thought they were both 30 minutes.
Oh, my lure module just stopped.
Oh, okay. There you go. See what's up, man. See what's up. You know what I was thinking of? Yeah, that's right. That's right.
You're retarded. What?
Like, if we had a wedding and shit, right? Well, like, obviously, like, we'll have a wedding and whatnot. We get married, but live streaming it.
You're.
Like, not sitting there with the selfie stick myself, but, like, have, like, the nigga him or somebody up in the front row with this fucking dumbass. Bro, I could just imagine that nigga live streaming our wedding. Like,
What, live streaming
I
our
can
wedding and
imagine
having
it.
someone call the cops and we get raided at the fucking wedding?
Someone fucking swat us or some shit from Twitch.
Maybe we can stream the after party, but not like the ceremony.
This nigga said I'll be the flower girl. That's so
No,
funny.
that's his little sister's job.
Yeah,
Sorry,
we're gonna have my little sister do it. We already got a whole bunch of shit planned out.
But it can't be done. Nobody knows anything. Don't look at me. Let me lick your nose.
What the fuck? Strap a GoPro on your head. Bruh. You imagine our wedding pictures with the GoPro on my head?
You can get one of those spy ties and put it, like, a camera in your tie. Everybody see it first person view or whatever.
I'll do something better than that. I can make a
Where,
better.
like,
I can make a better
What
first
about those
person camera.
contacts that are like spy cameras and shit?
I don't know about contacts. They have glasses and they're not usually very good resolution.
No, they.
This nigga said, "Well, let me lick your nose."
I'm weird. I apologize.
We're both kind of weird, bro. The viewers will have to get used to it.
Are you gonna take this thing so I can grab it?
Play your Pokemon.
There's nothing happening. Fucking Paris is harassing me.
She used to get so mad because I would bug her and try to get her to play Pokemon like all the fucking time.
She's tried to get me to play Pokemon for like 3 months straight.
Yeah, and I got her to play Pokemon, and she got addicted the first fucking night.
Cause I got better Pokemon than you than that night, and I still have a better Pokemon.
Her first or second night, she caught a Crobat.
And he was pissed the fuck off.
I only had. I think it says she finally caved in.
At first, it was for him to shut up, and then, like, it was weird. It's like one of those games that you don't like, but you want to keep playing because it's interesting. It's like, I don't know. Like my slug game. Like, it's a fucking stupid game, but it's fun to play.
But you used to watch Pokemon. You used to be into that shit.
Yeah, but, like, I've told you.
It's not cool for you to like all that shit you used to play on card games and Game Boy and the shit you watch. Now you can physically do it, and it's not fun.
I feel more old school though. Like, I like it like that. I don't. This is.
You know, it's still cool though to do.
I mean, yeah, it's cool, but I just like.
I feel you though. You prefer the old shit.
Like, somebody must be really fucking bored to come up. Like, if
Nah, that's like the ultimate dream right there. Because if you think about it,
I'm just saying in general, like, you see all these games and you gotta think like someone must have been fucking bored.
But like, you know, as soon as Pokemon came out, especially like when that show came out, niggas wanted to go out and catch Pokemon themselves, like in real life. They want to be like, damn, why can't there be a motherfucking like goddamn Blissey right there that I can just fucking throw a ball at and try and catch, even though my fucking Pokemon that's gonna fight it is a piece of shit and I can't catch it. Like, I don't like in the game, like, I understand it. I understand its reasons and shit, but I don't like that you don't have to fight every Pokemon that you catch.
Damn.
We would run outside in the middle of work to catch
Everyone
stuff.
at his job would play.
That's hella funny. I would do some shit like that
Apparently,
too.
I got it on a curveball.
Do you still play, bro? You still play Pokemon?
I've been complaining about pooping, but honestly, I don't think I have to go. I'll probably have to go in the middle of the night.
Yeah, though. She's been having, like, the entire time she's had the game, she thinks she's hot stuff because she has one Pokemon that I don't, a Crobat. And I have
And
its
you get
two
mad
previous
because
evolutions.
I get.
But every time we catch something recently, I don't know if it's because she's a new player still, because she's at a lower level, because, like, maybe my dude's more experienced and it's harder to find good shit now. I don't know what it is, but she finds, like, really good IV Pokemon from the same Pokemon that I'm catching. Like, we're both out playing, one pops up on each of our screen, you know, it's the same one, we both fucking catch it. And hers always have a better CP and a better IV. But I don't know. Like, for the most part, I do get really good fucking CP, just not good IVs. Or IVs are always better than mine. But if it's something that, like, maybe I don't like to catch as much, like some I don't catch all the time, like I swear she catches it a lot, and when I do go and catch the same thing, hers ends up being a higher CP. But those are things that, like, I don't ever fucking catch because I have too many of them, like a fucking stupid Ekans or a Sentret or some bullshit. Fucking Spinarak. Haven't played. Oh, wait, hold on. No, deleted it after played for months. Regret deleting it. Damn, level 20. All I did was catch the pigeons and evolve them at the same time with the egg going for double XP. Yeah, that's the shit right there. That's how you do it, those mass evolutions with Pidgey. You fucking get hella XP. That's the only reason I catch Pidgey anymore, because I have flying and normal type Pokemon Gold already. I have all of its evolutions. I have a fuck ton of Dittos, so there's no reason for me to catch it except for mass evolutions and XP farming. But I have fucking, like, without me having to delete, or with me deleting, like, almost all my duplicates except for the ones I, like, absolutely need to keep because they're all too similar.
Flareon.
Or too rare.
And Umbreon and what?
Espeon. I don't have Umbreon and Espeon, the only two I don't have that are currently in the game. Out of the 5.
We have all the
I would drive around catching Pokemon. This nigga said I would drive around catching Pokemon. Hell yeah, I would do the same shit if I had a car. I should have a car soon. I can't remember what I was talking about right before.
What is
you were asking me about the EV evolutions.
A white block.
Oh yeah, after the update, it's been doing that shit.
And then, like,
it does it when you go into the list sometimes. Oh, it's a Murkrow.
Yeah, because, oh, nothing weird.
Remember what I was talking about right before? I
said we have pretty much the same amount, except you have a Flareon and I don't.
No, before that. Oh. What was I talking about right before that?
Evolving Pidgey.
Mass evolutions and all that shit.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I said after that. I would definitely drive around and catch Pokemon if I could. I mean, really, like, I wouldn't drive around, like, just to hit Pokestops and try and catch Pokemon. What I would do is, I would, like, maybe go from my town to a different town's, like, fucking downtown area, get out, and then, like, walk around for hell fucking hours and shit or something.
It's cold.
What are you guys into besides Pokemon? Any other hobbies? Fuck. You have no idea. Well, I can see you're contemplating. I have too many hobbies to mention. Like, some of my main, like, passions in life, I would say, are, like, anything electronic, like really like anything electric. I can build circuitry, I can do wiring in my sleep and shit like it's nothing. Uh, I can code lightweight, working on that shit. I've started too many languages, not finished them all, so like I know a little bit of a lot of different languages. I can run command lines fine and shit, that's no problem. So every time I get into a programming language, like I think it's something that I'm gonna use, and then like I'm like, no, this isn't what I want to be doing. Like the first thing I did, my school, like I was learning about coding and shit over the summer. So by the time school came, I already knew more than the teachers did, which was hella funny. So they basically had me helping teach their class, and I didn't know what language I wanted to go with at that point, and I didn't have a chance to try anything. So the school gave me that option, and I was doing like basically like fucking just designing shit. Like I was doing like graphic design basically, you know. So I was making little animations and shit. Like that would have been the footsteps to like learning how to like build games and like do like animated fucking type of movies, like how like cartoons are like Disney and bullshit like that. But I don't want to do shit like that. It's not what I'm interested in. I'm going into college right now, and I'm gonna be taking like a computer thing for my major and shit. Like I'm really involved with fucking that type of shit. Bombaster A. Oh, nice one to learn how to code, but never got around to it. Yeah, it takes a lot of time and effort and shit. Like I'm getting to the point now where I'm getting a lot better with that shit, and I can understand shit and not have to like be looking up everything. Like I'm starting to be able to like actually be able to find things out on my own, like make sense of things and be like, oh, like you know that's how it works. And then I'll try it and it fucking works, and I'll be like, okay, so I just like taught myself that, like without even needing to like research. So I'm definitely getting a lot better at that type of shit, but like doing circuitry and wiring, that shit's simple as fuck. Is that a girl next to you? Yeah,
Yeah, I just have my hood on because it's cold.
it's my girlfriend, my future wife. Okay.
Oh, my neck hurt. I mean, I guess you could say my hobbies are animals and music because my what I want to be.
Animals and music, those are your hobbies.
I guess.
Because she wants to be a vet.
And I want a minor in performing arts and psychology, but I don't know what would go with psychology.
Yeah.
Maybe like people. I don't know. I tend to help others before I help myself, I guess.
I also do glass blowing.
I'm
That's
a
a little
nerd.
hobby of mine. I like to fuck around with that shit. I like computer gaming. But with the whole glass blowing thing, I'm actually trying to start my own business. I've been working on this for years, and I'm at a point now to where all I have to do basically is just be like, hey, let's start this shit. Actually, I needed some cutting bits, so that like I could trim down my shit before I hit it with the torch, you know. But they were supposed to come in the mail already, and they didn't. Supposedly, at least. I don't think it came. I have everything else that I need. I can turn that into an official business, fucking with the quickness once I actually like can make product. It only costs a couple dollars for the thing, so I might just buy a new one.
For me.
Yeah.
What I was thinking is you can lock my screen until you get over there so I can run. And then you do it. And then as soon as you're done with that, you lock my screen and walk back over here. Because I'm at 4.7 for my eggs.
Oh shit. Do you have any pets right now? She just lost her cat when we moved.
I'm really gonna cry.
We're
No offense or hate on you. It's just,
we're once we get our own place, we're trying to get a puppy and a kitten. We decided on for a dog we were gonna get a husky. He
for
said
now,
no.
because you want a fucking Target dog.
He said no, sorry.
Uh,
She's sad about it.
my mom even tried to say that she's probably dead.
I know, that's fucked up. We had people call us because we put up flyers and shit and say that like they think they've seen her, but we know how that cat
replied.
is. No one like you can't catch that cat as simple as that.
She's not shy. She's just really fast, and if she doesn't know you, she won't go to you, type of thing.
But we decided on a husky for puppy and shit. But
and we're gonna get a kitten
for the cat
that looks like
this is all her doing right
okay.
here. This is the cat she wants.
The first kitten we're gonna get for now is gonna like I want to try and resemble my cat because that was my baby.
Oh, now you want to do that?
Yeah, I've been planning on it. I've just been telling you about the other one. And the next
Tell them what you really want.
The next cat we're gonna get is gonna be a Sphinx cat, and we're gonna name it Carl.
Those little hairless cats, bro. The fucking Egyptian ones.
He wants me to get a girl one first so he can have a kitten named Carl's Jr.
Yeah, I'm gonna make her have a kitten because if we're gonna have one, like, fuck it, might as well have two just so that I can fuck with it and call it Carl's Jr. Because she is dead set on naming that hairless cat Carl for some reason, and I have no fucking idea why.
Carl is a good name for a hairless cat.
But I want to name its kitten Carl's Jr. And I do not want to have more than two of those motherfuckers. And I know it's going to have them in a litter. And those things are expensive. So that's some extra money right there.
So
if we get papers.
Saying? If we have a girl cat, we're going to get rid of it after it has babies and keep two kittens. And one's going to be Carl and one's going to be Carl's Jr.
Well, no, I was going to let you keep the first cat unless you want to fucking get kittens. I mean,
I know, but like, I don't want a girl cat. I want a Carl, cause the other cat's gonna be a girl.
Hey, Carl's Jr. But look, this too.
Why
those
would I
things.
name a girl cat Carl?
But look, we can become like breeders with those things, right? If we fucking get.
Well, yeah.
If we get their like papers, especially saying that like I don't know if cats actually have shit like that.
Yeah, they do.
Like, we get the papers for that motherfucker say, like, it's legit. That is the one right there. Like, nigga, that's money right there. And we'll keep that first cat as long as we can. Make it our pet and shit, right? But we'll still use it to breed, at least for the first couple goes until, like, you know, we can get another get older to do it or something, and we can have them both do it or fucking whatever. If we have, like, a boy and a girl, then, you know, obviously it'd just be the girl.
Yeah.
But, like, towards the end, if it's going to be, like, one of her last litters, like, we know, you know, that's, like, one of her last litters, and we'll take another kitten. And by the time she does end up dying, the other cat, then, you know.
Don't say dying.
Passing to cat heaven.
We'll bury it in the pet cemetery so it can come haunt you.
No. That could be money right there, though. I never even really, like, I did kind of think of it a little bit, but I didn't really think of it, like, fully like that until I just said it right now. Bro, I can't get this thing to clear out. Give me a fucking piece of bark. There's bark all over the place.
I have a pencil, like a lead pencil.
No. Oh shit, that was probably right in the mic. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. That was probably loud as shit. I hope you're not wearing headphones. When she's talking like this, can you guys hear her through this microphone? Like, without me having to get it close to her and shit.
I feel like I'm really loud.
You feel like you're really loud?
I don't know, I just tend to talk to myself when I'm bored. Oh, I have gum. Yeah.
Where'd you get gum?
It's that watermelon gum.
You still have that shit?
Yeah, I don't eat a lot of it. I have 3 pieces left. You want one?
In a minute.
I'll split it with you because I don't even want.
Yeah, we can hear her. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure or not. So a couple times I took the microphone close to her. I wasn't sure if not. Here. I'll go hit this Pokestop for you.
Okay. Remember, lock it when you get there. No, when you get there. Oh.
Ooh, let me make a run for a second. There's this little GPS drifting trick that I've been using. When you enable power save mode, you can flip the screen upside down and it'll do that. That's its quote unquote power saving mode. It just dims your screen basically and says Pokemon Go. Still doesn't allow you to like lock your screen and play unless you have the Pokemon Go Plus or something, you know, but basically what you do is tilt it upside down like this, turn your screen off. I'll go show you niggas what I'm about to do. So if you know what GPS drifting is, basically, like if you don't have good GPS reception on your phone, then like people like sometimes leave their phone on the charger and let the screen stay on all night on their phone while they sleep. And when your character runs around, like without you physically moving in the real world, it still counts it towards your eggs and your buddy Pokemon. Any slight movement that there is. And GPS drifting can get like kind of crazy. Like you can end up running substantially far and coming back so much to the point that it'll tell you that you're driving and shit. It'll say like, oh, don't drive. You have to be like, oh, I'm a passenger. But basically the game will glitch out and it'll run back and forth and whatnot. And I've been figuring out by putting the phone into power save mode and locking it, you can make it happen more often and sometimes better. It doesn't always work, but sometimes it does, and it works really good when it does. Yeah, okay. So what I did right now was I walked across the street to this Pokestop, and I locked it on power save mode like you guys saw. I just opened it right now, and it came over here for like the character ran over here. It didn't glitch straight to my position. It's important that you see it physically running. If it glitches to position, it's bad. I'm gonna lock the screen again and walk back and still explain this. Like you'll see it run towards you or start running in like the direction that you're going in most likely, and it'll just like it'll go a little further, like it'll zigzag off to the side and then finally come back to you. And all of that little movement right there counts towards your eggs. And sometimes, like, you know, you only have, like, say, like a kilometer to go, or, like, you know, I've had my shit, I've had my shit do it, like, most generally, like a 0.1, a 0.3, 0.7 every once in a while, and a couple times I've had it go, like, to 1.2 kilometers. So she's going to turn her screen on again right now. And it ran the opposite direction. And now it came back, but it's not fully back over to where we're at. It still thinks we're at that corner now. But it's very slowly walking back to our actual position.
My phone just like stopped.
So the direction that we went was over there when we first walked over there. And when I opened it, the dude ran from over here and a little bit past it, and then walked back to where I was actually at. And then when we came back over here right now and she just opened the screen, it showed him at that corner still, and then he ran even further in the same direction, and then came back to the corner and started slowly walking back to right where I'm standing now. So that shit does count. Like, it's just, it's not always a for sure thing. It's cool though. That's a cool little trick. Pokey hacks.
Oh, look, my eggs.
That's a little glitch. Wish I knew about
My
it.
eggs.
How did you learn about this? Kind of just through trial and error, really. She just got an egg. It fucking worked.
Wait.
That is proven right there. Click it. That's what, like a 5 kilometer?
Yeah.
Oh, she got, what is that, Totodile? That's your first one?
Yeah.
It was Totodile, right? Or was it a crocodile or some shit? Yeah, Totodile.
And then my next one. Oh, what is that?
Smoochum. Is that your first one?
Yeah.
That's funny.
21, but I need 25. Oh, that's Jinx's thing. Okay, let me put more eggs into the incubators.
I wish I could have shown you how far her kilometers were on the egg. I should have thought of that right before I walked over there, but that's just a go show right there. Like, I'm sure, like, I'm telling the truth right now, bro. But, like, I'm sure a lot of people might not believe, but that shit does work. People were fucking connecting their phones to ceiling fans and fucking all types of weird shit to try and make it work, like, in a different way, but doing it like that, it seemed to work a lot for me. But yeah, though, I fucking, like, I've noticed my character do it a lot, and I noticed that sometimes when I was just, like, sitting at the house for a while, I knew I had a set amount, like, fucking 0.3 kilometers until I hatched this egg. Like, I would just sit there and, like, I wouldn't go anywhere. Even if I walked across the house back and forth hella times, it wouldn't fucking count towards it. I tried doing that shit, and that wouldn't work, but, like, I knew I had a set amount, and I would turn on the game again after my screen went black, like, a few minutes later. And that shit would fucking just, it would, like, run fucking down the street and come back. And, like, either right then or, like, it would do it another time or two and it would fucking hatch my egg. And I'd be like, oh shit. I started realizing that shit. And then I looked up fucking some shit and I found GPS drifting. And that's what led me to it. And then I was noticing that my phone doesn't allow me to go, like it has settings for GPS
Look how many
accuracy.
I have, and I can evolve another Rattata if I wanted to. Should I just wait, my Raticates aren't that good, huh?
No.
I don't think I have any more Rattatas. I only have one.
But,
to power up.
It's not worth not powering up. Or powering up? No. It's worth evolution not powering up, though. Like, I don't know, I kind of found out on the whole power saving thing on my own, because, I don't know, I did watch, like, Pokemon YouTube videos when I first started and shit, just to see, like, what I was getting myself into, how to play. And people were saying, like, the power mode, to go ahead and save your battery, because, people go out with big-ass portable chargers and shit, because the game kills your phone really quick, your battery. They're like, so go ahead and put in power save mode, and it really will help you and all this and that. And to show how it works and whatnot, because I don't think the app even tells you. It just, like, you just click a little box and it says power save. But, I don't know, I just tried it, and I was like, on times when I think this is Squirtle.
No, it says it doesn't have it.
You don't, do you have Squirtle or not?
Yeah, I have Squirtle.
I don't know what the fuck that is. You want to go get it?
Yeah.
Basically, like, when my phone was really low sometimes, like, say, like, below 15%, definitely, if it was, like, below 20%. I would do that, the power save mode, and then lock the screen, and, like, I would get down like a block, open the phone, make sure nothing's popped up, no Pokemon. I'll see that he would run a little bit further than he's supposed to, so I just basically figured it out and started, like, coming up with, like, ways to make it work better, I guess, and it's been working. Another way, too, without having to, like, walk a little distance is I'll just, like, say I'll be, like, laying in bed or something, like I'm watching TV, and I'll just, like, turn my phone upside down, turn it off the screen, so it's in power save mode, and just, like, 5 minutes later, I'll just, like, well, maybe, like, 5 to 15 minutes later, I'll fucking open the phone, and that works a lot less often, but it still works sometimes, and, it varies on distance how far it ends up running sometimes. Like, the time that I got, like, 1.2 kilometers, that was one of the times where I was just sitting and didn't move at all. But it doesn't always work that good. I think that's only happened one time. And it told me I was going too fast, so I don't know how it, like, I don't know. The screen went really fucking far away, and it just, like, I don't know. It was really fucking quick how it happened, but until it got back, it, like, took a second to glitch out and be like, oh, you're going too fast. So, I guess, like, I don't know if it took too long so it counted the entire thing, or if it stopped counting it after it got to a certain distance. Click it again. Just wait for it. Yeah, really good for hatching. Yeah, he cracked the screen. Yeah, model trains. Yeah, I've seen people with the model trains thing. Story time. How did you guys crack your screens? Can you read this? Sorry, bro. My shit was, I don't know why it stopped auto-scrolling, so I didn't see your comments. I'm sorry about that. How did we crack our screens? This is a good story, man. Why are we walking right past it? Did you catch it or no?
No, it's at the church.
Oh yeah, my bad. I thought it was right there again.
You can start with yours.
Okay, so mine. We went to.
Well, no, the first time you cracked it.
Yeah. No, that was my other phone.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it was at the skate park.
Yeah, we went to the skate park, and
Fell out of your pocket when you were riding the bike. Didn't it? Or did you
no,
drop it?
it was. Both of our phones were like.
Okay, we got really high.
Yeah, we were hella high, and
I fell asleep, and my phone fell out of my pocket because I bumped into him. And it cracked like the bottom corner of the screen, so it wasn't too bad. And then he just straight up dropped his hella hard.
No, I didn't drop mine. I had mine inside of the backpack.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know what the fuck happened. Like, it didn't get stepped on. It didn't get dropped. It stayed in one spot. No one sat on it or anything. Somehow, it just fucking got cracked. They both got cracked the same day. Okay? Same time, same day. I mean, we think it's the same time. Another Pikachu.
Yeah. And then the second.
Yeah. So the next time we were hella high, and
I took off running because I was trying to hide and scare him and his cousins.
She was fucking with us basically, and she was acting like she was gonna run off. I was running after her like, hell no, you
As
ain't.
you were playing Pokemon.
And I was fucking playing Pokemon and shit, so like I'm looking down at the screen like here and there as I'm running, and I get up to a corner. I'm running across it, and like my foot goes just like part of the way on the curb. Like not all the way, my foot's not all the way on it, so like my shit just like twists and like fucking like kind of flips backwards a little bit or some shit, like I don't know.
Oh, it's a
It was fucking terrible.
thing.
Sledge thing. Oh, Cyndaquil.
But look, we were so high that I took off running and it was pitch dark. And I hear this crash, and I turn around and he's on the floor. And I'm literally in the middle of the street, and I drop down and I'm dying. Because you just see him laying on the floor.
That shit fucked up my hand hella bad.
Like, I'm not trying to be mean, but like,
it was hella funny.
Yeah, it was hella funny. And then
but
I broke my
her
phone 3 times. So I broke it that bottom corner, and then the second time we were playing Pokemon, and
oh, you know what? I just thought of something.
I turned off my screen because we were walking downtown and I didn't want to hold my phone, and I bump into him, and my freaking phone goes flying across in the middle of the street, and
Shattered the fuck out of it.
I knew it landed on its screen, and I did not want to look at it. And then I started crying because, I mean, it's been stressful over here for a little bit, but it was terrible.
And she just got a job, so she needs it to communicate,
Yeah. And then the third time I broke my phone, we were getting out of my aunt's car to go to my mom's house, and I drop it.
And right before that, same day, I fucking was pushing a shopping cart full of fucking drinks, water and Powerade and shit. And I had my phone in my hand, pushing this heavy ass cart, and it fucking cracked my screen. But I just remembered the first time that my screen cracked, I set it down behind me on top of the cabinet. The time at the skate park was the second time. Every single time one of our screens is broken, the same day, the other person's screen is broken, and it's always been mine first and then hers. So, yeah, we just keep on fucking up our phones.
I keep burning medals.
Yeah, OtterBoxes. I don't know if they make OtterBoxes for our phones, though. I'm really not sure.
We have break our phones,
we have the LG Aristo. Yeah, this is the first time we've broken a phone in a long time.
The only thing I was known for was dropping it in like the toilet because I'd put it in my back pocket and I'd forget. And then freaking I've never broken it before, and this is like the most I've ever broken my phone. And it's sad.
Yeah, her phone's toasted. It's worse than mine. No, that was my stomach. I'm hungry.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I know. We normally don't break our phones, and then all of a sudden we break our phones multiple times. It's like, I don't know. I always think, like, once you have a phone... You have a 10 kilometer? How's that bitch?
Well, I don't
use it with one of your,
Oh, it's a 2 kilometer.
Oh. Make sure you do the 2 kilometer on your unlimited use one.
There's someone watching us from their backyard.
I really want to get like fucking shatterproof screens and phone cases when we get the replacement phones this month. I really like this phone. It was cheap and shit. Buy one, get one free.
It's a really good phone, but I mean, it has its like.
It does have little limitations and shit, but it works really good. I can play Pokemon normally fine on it. I can fucking stream fine on it. Does she like her new job? She actually,
I start Monday.
Yeah, she starts Monday.
But I get paid $15 an hour every holiday I work.
On holidays, you get $15 an hour?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And
Better
if
hope some holidays come up soon.
yeah.
Go
And
over there,
then,
be like, I celebrate Hanukkah.
yeah, because I'm working nights, if I stay past the time that normally anybody stays.
Oh yes, he says good luck.
Thank you. If I stay past, cause she said they close at 12:30, right? And what is that? So they close at 12:30, and she said people normally leave around 1 or 2 if it's like not much to do. But if we were to stay till like 3 or 4, we'd get paid for those 2 to 3 extra hours, we get paid $15.
Oh shit.
And then if we work holidays, she seems really cool. She's nice, the manager.
Yeah, see. I think you might have to do with your phone what I did with mine. My shit got to the point where Pokemon was tripping really, really badly. Hope they don't drug test.
No, they don't actually. I
They
got hired
don't.
on, and I went to orientation. Everything's already set up. I just start my schedule next week. But they don't drug test at all.
Yeah. We both went clean for over 30 days too, just to try and get a new job, but she got her job and everything's set, so she's good. At least for fucking another month. I mean,
Well,
I don't
normally
know if they'll drug test
I'm
twice.
working, they normally only drug test if they suspect you're high on the job.
Oh,
which
yeah.
I won't be.
Yeah. And I just got into school and shit.
Let's just sit
So,
here for a minute because there was a nail.
you know, I already get money on top of everything, but I'm going to school now and I'm going to be getting extra money from that. And I can actually get a job at the school, so I don't have to trip on anything.
And my mom's giving you a job.
Yeah, and her mom's going to help me out with a job, so
She just got hired at
I don't got to
this
trip on anything
Halloween
for a while.
store.
Yeah, it's a little seasonal job, Halloween. But, like she was just saying, like, you know, before school and before work, like, never smoke like that unless, like, say I woke up, like, 3 hours before I was gonna fucking, like, go to school or go to work, like, you know, like, my high would wear off pretty quick, but I set limitations to myself when I have to do something, like, in the beginning of the day. Like, if I'm gonna wake up, like, 3 hours before, then I'll smoke. I'll do a little wake and bake, like, as soon as I wake up, grab a blunt or something, fucking smoke, go eat and shit, get dressed, fucking, we'll, like, take a shower, get dressed, you know. By the time your shit comes, like, probably hour before, like, you're already, like, nah. Or fucking even 2 hours before, probably you're just, like, nah. Like, you ain't even high no more, you know, so you're cool, but for me, like, I think the best thing is, like, right when you get done with all that shit, having to work or having to go to school,
When you're relaxing.
yeah, right when you get the chance to relax, you do that shit, and you're just like, cool now. Like, that day sucked. I'm cool.
And I normally don't smoke as much as I used to. I hardly smoke half the times that he smokes because I'm really prone to getting sick, so I really don't feel good a lot of the time. Oh my god, there's a cat in the street. But sorry. I'm like one of those freaking oh look a squirrel type person. But I normally my allergies cause me to get sick a lot, so I don't feel good and I get sick, so I don't feel like smoking.
He said, are you nervous about the job? I always get really nervous before I start a new job. Cat sighting. Little cat fucking emoji.
Honestly, I am a little nervous, but I've worked around that type of environment before, so I know I'll get the hang of it real fast and it will be easy. I'm just like, I'm not really a people person like I am, but at first I'm kind of like standoffish, so that's gonna be new. But yeah, all my other jobs I've known people there, But this job, I don't know anybody there, so.
Well, you did meet that one girl while you were there.
Out of like 15, 20 people, they hired me and this other girl. And we talked a little bit at orientation. She seems cool.
Yeah, since you're so close to us and you're in our time zone, you'll probably have a good chance of seeing us a lot because we're the same time zone. So basically, any time of the day I decide to hop on a stream, like you'll most likely be able to get on. I mean, unless I do a really late night stream and like maybe
Like
you're
this.
asleep or something. Yeah. What time is it, anyways?
2:42.
2:42. We've been out here for 2 hours and 40 fucking 2 minutes. Oh boy. He said, what shift will you be working?
I'm doing nights and graveyards. And then my other job, I'll be doing day shifts until well, the day shifts job is just for the season, so.
Pretty tight schedule.
Then once that's over, I'll be starting college, so I'll be going to college during the day and working nights and graveyards.
Today was my first day at college, actually.
A slugma.
Well, not my...
A slugma, right where we fucking were.
It's not my first day there, but it's my first day going to a class. And I honestly don't know what the work is going to be like just yet because all we did was explain what the class will be like, what he expects from us, like how he expects the environment in his class to be, what kind of a teacher he is, you know. She gonna make that cheddar. Hell yeah. We're hoping, like I said earlier,
More than one
either,
people get a place.
like, yeah, with all the money that we have coming in, and on top of that, like, it'll only be her first check, so she won't get too much, but that'll help, you know. Anything is something. And with all the money that we got coming in just this month, I think we have enough to get our own place even after paying all of our bills and still the fucking last month's rent, basically.
Yeah, because we only have to pay $50 extra because my aunt bought us some food, so.
And I think that we can still get ourselves new phones and everything. And I'm going to try and get a graphics card for my computer if I can find it for the right price, depending on how much money I got. Yeah, we're living together right now. We lived together for, I think,
like
a year.
A month before you turned 18.
Yeah,
so almost a year.
Almost a year.
Oh yeah, it'll be almost 2 years. Because it's a year. We've been together for a year and 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost 2 years.
How's it been so far living together?
I mean, we've had our ups and downs, but
Yeah.
it's just because I'm really moody and my parents were like, my parents are chill, but they have their moments where they can be like fucking assholes. And there was a lot of stress going on because my stepdad was trying to get the rest of his kids back, and it was just like a lot of legal stuff and being short on money and whatnot. And then once he started getting paid, they were like taking hella money from him.
Like almost my whole check.
Yeah.
After my check and my phone bill, I didn't even have enough money to get 2 packs of cigarettes most of the time. I could get like one and have like some pocket change.
Yeah, like either we went out to dinner and we barely got anything because we didn't have that much money, or we get like 2 or 3 packs of cigarettes and we'd be completely broke after we paid our phone bill and their rent.
Yeah, same day we get the money, gone in a few hours.
They were just demanding on money because of all the shit that was going on.
Yeah, we were paying like half the rent. It sucked. But thankfully, we're not doing that anymore. Right now, we only have to pay $250, and the place that we're trying to get into,
It's
like $515 to $575.
Yeah. Well, there's 3 places that we're trying to get into, and that one place is the cheapest. But like I say, the most expensive place is probably. How much were they asking for that 2-bedroom over there?
I think it was
Like $750.
so they're like $750 or like $800, I think.
Cause the place around the corner from here, it's a 2 or 3 bedroom upstairs downstairs like apartment type thing, and it's $795, I think.
See, like before, with the money that I was getting, just with my money, I wouldn't have like we would have been able to get into something like that if we could come up with the down payment. Because of our current living situation at that point, we couldn't save to get a down payment. And now we can. And fucking, oh yeah, what'd they say?
The struggle is gonna make the future that much sweeter because of your perspectives. Yeah.
Yeah, for real. But
I mean, like, there's so many people that freaking sit here and talk shit on us or talk shit behind our backs and shit. Like, even we're
like
living with my aunt
everyone we've been around is just hella fake and two
and
faced.
negative.
And I like just negative as fuck.
Like,
I
they
can't
have no
stand that
faith
shit.
in us. Like, right now, people are starting to be like, oh my god, I'm so happy for you. All the ones that talk shit.
Yeah. And we only been gone for a month. It's only taken
Yeah.
us 1 month to get on our feet and just fucking start doing hella better.
Yeah.
We're most likely gonna have our own place either this month or next month, but it is very, very likely that
I
we'll have it
have 2
this month.
jobs. He has a job. He's going to college. I'm gonna start going to college, and like
Getting grants and all
everybody
that
has
shit.
like no faith in us, but we're doing it and proving people wrong. But it's still kind of hard because it's like those people that freaking you trust and grown up to know that like you're supposed to love and trust them, like they hate on you the most.
He said, "You two seem like good people at heart. I'm rooting for you guys. Thank you, man."
People honestly, like when they look at us, like I feel like they think we're dumb or something, but if like you were to sit down and like have like a good conversation with us, like we're not dumb, we're just, I mean, we're young. Everybody's young at heart in some type of way. But you know, like people just look down on our society today, like all the freaking young adults. Everybody's just like fuck you guys. But they don't really know anybody. So I feel like a teacher. I'm sorry. Like when I get on a subject of something that really touches me at heart, like I'll sit here and talk about it forever. I feel like I talk too much.
Good thing their opinions don't matter. Yeah, for real.
Yeah. Like me and him really don't give a fuck about what anybody says. It's just the only thing that affects us is if it's like someone close to us, you know. But other than that, like we really don't care.
Yeah, though, but like with the whole housing situation, basically, like I said before, if we could come up with a down payment, we could get into a place, right? But we wouldn't be living comfortably. We would have a place, but
The whole first couple of months it'd be a struggle.
yeah, like there's no saying whether we'd be able to get like a lot of furniture. We had a bed and shit already. We had fucking dresser, you know. I have my TV and PS4 and fucking few computers and shit. So, you know, like.
You know what I just realized? I'm sorry to interrupt you. But you know how they asked if they could use our bed? And we said no? they're using it.
Were they?
Yeah, because it wasn't in the room, and then they had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, I wasn't even paying attention. It's all good.
When we move, we'd be like, give it back. I like that bed.
But, like, basically, we just wouldn't be living comfortably like that, not with the money that we currently had. And,
Ever since we moved.
like, we wouldn't, if we wanted to have fucking food for money for the month, or money for food for the month, if we wanted to fucking eat every goddamn day of the month, we probably wouldn't have been able to afford PG&E, water, fucking gas, none of that shit. Couldn't get fucking internet. That's the only thing I really want. I don't want cable or a house phone or anything, just internet. Like,
but now, like, we have a way better chance.
Yeah, with rent's fucking dumbass cheap out here for one. And for two, she just got her job.
And
She's gonna have two jobs. I'm gonna have one job, get shit from college, grants, fucking whatever, and possibly get a job at my college in between classes. So she actually might have three jobs. It's possible, but two for sure.
I doubt the third one because I feel like I bombed that interview so bad. But one job's better than nothing.
Definitely. I'd have to scrape by for a while. Yeah, definitely. Shelter, internet, food is all I need to. Yeah.
Same. The food part. I don't know. I really don't eat that much lately, so I don't know why I said that.
Because you're used to saying it.
What? Used to saying that food's life.
Yeah.
I just feel like I have a smaller tolerance for food now, to be honest.
Smaller tolerance for food. I mean, like appetite.
Yeah, not tolerance, but like, I don't know.
I said tolerance for food like it was fucking tolerance for weed or something. Like, yeah, man, I eat food and it just gets me full as fuck, bro. I can't handle it no more. Let's see what's up with the comments up here. The cookie and shit. I think that was a cookie. Yeah, I like doing shit like this though. Just come out and chill, live stream. When I sit at the house, I feel like there's not too much to do, Like, even if I sit outside, like, to me, it's just not the same as, like, going out and doing something. I like to just chill in places like this and whatnot, and just fucking, I don't know, like, breathe in, like, fresh air, I guess. Like, I don't know, to me, like, you're, like, chilling in the backyard or some shit, just chilling outside at your house, it's like, you still don't feel like you're getting, like, fresh air, man. Like, I feel like you just, like, you gotta go away from the house, you gotta go somewhere. Until, like, you feel, like, just nice and, like, kind of open, I guess. Her food tolerance lowered. Can't tolerate that shit. I'm really new to this whole IRL streaming shit too, because I used to only stream and record videos for YouTube of gaming, and it's been a long time since I've streamed, like a year or so. So I just recently got into IRL streaming since we moved. They finally brought it to the phone and shit. I don't know when they did it actually, but I just found out about it like in this last coming month, so I hopped on that shit with the quickness. Because basically, like, I've always dreamed of something like this to happen to Twitch. But, yeah, it's cool doing something new. And since we're new out here, we don't have, like, any people to really kick it with or anything, so at least we got the internet to talk to. Got something to do.
That's why I want to start doing YouTube, but I just never know, like, what to start.
She's still playing Pokemon. No, she just hopped off.
It's slow. I'm gonna go back on it, but
Yeah. How many IRL streams have you done so far? To be honest with you, most of my streams I've fucked up on and like accidentally cut it off, or my app was acting weird, or someone called me or something. Something fucked up my stream and I had to restart it. So it's been like multiple, but I think days that I've streamed so far, I've streamed IRL like, it's been like maybe like 4 times, maybe 5.
4 or 5, except for like the multiple ones you did when you walked to school.
Or you had to catch a Pokemon. Yeah, like right now, huh? I'm really tempted to go hit the swing, bro. I wonder what happened if I try and hit the swing with the selfie stick. I forgot I had my mod.
Pimp your pits.
Oh my god.
I'd do that.
No. That's ridiculous. I'm gonna see if I can hit the swing, bro. Don't crack the screen any worse. Yeah, I know, right? This feels weird as fuck. This feels hella weird. I was trying to see if I could GPS drift like this in here one day at this park. I like put the screen on low power mode, because when you put it in low power mode, it still tracks your GPS. That was one of the reasons why I started trying to do the GPS drifting with it on low power mode. But turning the screen off is what makes it stop doing that, so that's why that works kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. But I was putting it on low power mode, keeping the screen on, and I put it in my sock. So if you think about it, when you're on a swing, when you go out forward, your legs are furthest in front of you than your entire body, and when you go backwards, like, I don't know if it's just me or most people, but you put your legs, like, you curl them back as you're going back, so it still goes out further behind your body than the rest of your body does. And I figured, hey, it might be, if people can do it with ceiling fans and it works, then that might be enough to do it. And I sat here on the swing for like 30 minutes, couldn't get my shit to go up even a 0.1 kilometer. I was like, fuck. I had to stop that shit. That was not working for me. I'm gonna try and slow down so I can read the screen. So I'm pretty sure I've seen it move. Let's see if I can bring this in a little closer. If I can even read it while swinging. Don't crack the screen any worse. This might go bad. Hope those rusty chains don't snap. Yeah, Yeah, it was worth a shot. Nice chance, actually. Pretty new. Kind of surprising. She just back there chilling on her phone and shit. Iskia. Iskia. Where we were living at, we would fucking, us and all the homies, we would go to the park out there and shit. We'd go chief up at this table. We'd have our like first session right there, and then we'd go over to the playground and fucking we'd chief up right there. It would be in the middle of the night, you know, so obviously there was no kids. It'd be like fucking, we'd go there from like probably like 1 or 2 in the morning until the sun comes up, and we would straight up be there all night basically. We just got high as fuck and we started doing like games and shit, going down the slides, taking dabs. We're doing crazy shit over there.
You gotta watch this. It says if Michael Jackson was a pimp.
Whatever happened to pimps, man? What if Michael Jackson was a pimp? Should it be him and Tito be riding around in a Cadillac and shit?
What the
Slow
fuck?
down, Tito. Slow down, Tito. Damn! Is that my hoe that's sitting on the curb? Let me out. Come in, girl.
This nigga's stupid, bro.
I'm like, I'm sorry, all I got is $100 bill. Girl, you been out here all day and all you got is $100 bill?
When's the next stream? Do you have a schedule? I don't have a streaming schedule actually. I just do it whenever I can, to be honest.
That was
Hopefully have something. What comedian was it?
Chris Tucker.
Oh, Chris Tucker.
Yeah.
The story of when I first got high. Oh man. Okay.
And not counting the times that you didn't know how to smoke. The very first time you got really fucking high.
Like the first time I got high or the first time I smoked? Answer that question for me, because those...
Completely different things.
Yeah, but honestly at the same time I can't really remember the first time I got really high. I was probably too high. Not kidding. So, I guess, just never mind. I'll tell you about the first time I smoked. And tell you how I came to... Yeah, okay, both. So, yeah. Basically, there's this little neighborhood kid, right? I was hell young. I was like, I was 12 years old. And, he was a little badass kid, smoked cigarettes, weed, fucking shit. And he was like, hey, man. He was like, do you know where I can find some weed? I was like, yeah, sure. Fucking, so-and-so over here, I'll just grab some doobies out of his ashtray. So, I grabbed a doobie out of his ashtray, I gave it to him. And I grew up fucking seeing all those niggas around there smoking and shit, you know, in the neighborhood and everything. And, you know, I knew a lot about weed at that point. Which, you know, I don't know. But, I didn't really know so much when it came down to, like, technique of smoking. You know, I just seen niggas smoking. I don't know what the fuck they were doing. You can't really learn that type of shit from just watching someone smoke. So, basically, that nigga was like, you know, you got some weed? So I went and got him a roach. And I gave it to him, and he fired it up. And he's just looking at me, and he's like, you want to hit it? I was just sitting there like, thought about it like, I don't see why not. Fuck it. So I hit that shit, and I was like, man, this is a little ass roach. These niggas be over here smoking some fat ass blunts and shit back to back. Like, nigga, I know this ain't gonna get us high. So what I do, I got that nigga stash, and I grabbed out like a pretty chunky little bud, and I tried to break it down and roll it up in some shitty ass paper, and it came out fucking terrible. I was 12 years old and shit, and I used to smoke any way I could back then with anything I could get, even if it was shake. And I'm trying to tell my life story, man. No kidding. No kidding. Yeah. So basically, like, after chiefing hella bowls all the time and shit, like, I was sitting there starting to hit the shit, and like somehow I came about like doing lung hit. Before I was only hitting with my mouth. I wasn't actually inhaling it. I wasn't getting high. Somehow I figured out on my own and shit without even knowing that there was a difference how to inhale. And I told the fucking the kid that I first smoked with, I smoked with him a lot at that point. So I told him one day, like, hey man, you gotta try and hit it like this. And he hit it and he started dying. And like I explained, inhaling with your lungs is good as I fucking possibly can. Especially with whatever knowledge I had at 12 years old. And man, I swear, it was probably like at least a month of me smoking, or maybe a couple months, who knows. It could have been like 3 or 4 months for all I know. But I learned how to inhale and shit, and then after that, like, I swear I started coming up on weed hella fat. I was smoking all day, every day, 24/7 and shit, and I've never stopped. Pretty much that little 30-day period that we just had, I think that's the longest I've ever gone, probably since I've started smoking. Or the one you can remember. Had a friend deep throat a pipe. His first time laugh out loud. He wrapped his lips around it. How old were you when your parents started to figure out that you were smoking? I was 13 when I got caught smoking. I think, or actually, you know what? No, I think I was still 12. Or, no, I just turned 13. It was the day after Christmas. I took an entire ounce out of some dude's jar. And, I rolled that shit up. Like, okay, so like I said back then, I didn't know a lot about technique. This is where I was going with it. Like, I seen people always smoking with blunt wraps, never like cigars and shit that they split down, always blunt wraps. And I'd see them take them out of the package. They're all fresh. They'd hit it with a lighter for a second and then roll it. And once they were done rolling it, they'd fucking hit it with the lighter, make sure it's fucking nice and dry, and then they'd smoke it. And, they just go cross back and forth and shit, but basically, I found an old ass dried out blunt wrap, and I didn't know anything about that shit. I seen someone do it, and it was the first blunt I tried to roll. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna try it. And I did it, and that thing was dry as shit. I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. I fucking moved the flame across it like for a half a second, just quick as fuck, just and that whole thing fucking went up in flames. So I was like, fuck it. I was like, I know I can't fit this much weed into this little thing anyways. Like, I had an entire ounce. Whole fucking fistful of that shit. Like, biggest fucking amount I could get into my one hand. And, it was like an ounce. But, I was like, fuck it. I rolled a straight Cheech and Chong ass motherfucking joint. Like, no joke, that was a real Cheech and Chong joint right there. That bitch was fucking like It was probably like that big around, and it was about a foot long. And basically, my dumbass smoked that shit inside my room at my house, and they smelled the burnt blunt wrap that caught on fire and the weed. So they thought I took someone's roach and smoked it. And basically, they came up there, they looked for it. I fucking started smoking cigarettes at that point too, so I stole my mom's lighter and like 2 of her cigarettes, and she found those but didn't find the weed. And fucking, it was bad.
I got a crown.
Yeah, I know. That was hella stupid of me smoking inside my room like that.
I got something new from the Pokestop.
Yeah, I smoked like half of that motherfucking thing, and then they came and knocked on my door.
I got a King's Rock.
King's Rock?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Damn. Stream, I'm sorry. My phone's about to die, bro. It's at 5%. I'm not gonna stop the stream. I'm just gonna let the phone die. So whatever point it cuts out, I'll just let y'all niggas know from right now. I'll be leaving probably very soon in like the next couple minutes. So until next time, this is Take It 420 guy. Out. I'll be here with you for a couple minutes. So drop a follow. If you niggas haven't dropped a follow, anybody in the chat, drop a follow. And if you're watching this on YouTube later on, drop a subscribe and a like. You already know what it is. Her first time smoking. We got 5%, babe.
I got 25%.
Do you think in this time you can tell the stream the story of your first time smoking?
First time I smoked, I stole weed from, my Auntie Sarah. I stole weed from her man at the time. It was a purple Urkel.
Ooh, purple Oracle.
It was from the club, and me and my cousin stole it, and we went to smoke at her best friend's house at the time. And we smoked out of a can, a pipe, a bong, a Starburst pipe, and an apple.
How old were you?
It was like around New Year's, so it was before my 12th birthday. And it was fucking nuts. Like, after we smoked, we fucking chilled there for a minute.
Did you already know how to inhale and all that shit?
Yeah, like the first couple hits out of the pipe, like it was kind of hard or whatever. So they taught me and they were like doing it with me and shit. And freaking, I was hella fucking high. We walked from her house to downtown Sac, all the way around. And freaking, we walked like almost the whole entire city.
He said, damn, you guys started early. Yeah, pretty much around the same time.
And fucking, I remember that day specifically because when we got back, I ate a whole 12-pack of donuts to myself.
Munchies.
And fucking, I had like this bowl of taquitos. And then we woke up hella late the next day, and my aunt was getting married, so we had to go do dress fittings. And my mom and my aunt were waiting outside for like 2 hours trying to wake us up because we were late. And it was fucking nuts. I had a fun time though. It was hella cool. Yes, I ended up getting caught. Like the next couple of times I smoked,
I said, hope they were powdered donuts.
No, they were glazed donuts. Like after the next couple of times I smoked, me and my cousin made this dumb decision, and we smoked in we stole more of my aunt's boyfriend's weed, and as we were smoking, my aunt went into my cousin's room and was like doing something, and she found my cousin stashed inside her teddy bear. And then freaking my aunt and my mom come out, and we had the blinds closed because we were on the back porch, and they come out and see us smoking, and then all of the parents gathered around, except for my dad, because my dad wasn't there, but all the parents gathered around, and they were lecturing us, and next thing you know, my mom slaps me across the face, and I fly onto the bed.
Damn.
But, like,
my mom
after
cried
that-
when she caught me.
After that, like, my mom was crying, but she was pissed off. But, like, after that, like, nobody really gave a fuck.
So that is your story.
Yeah, pretty much.
Only killed 1%. We're still at 4% people.
You sound like we're on a camera crew or something.
We are on a camera crew, sir. We're we got a bad forecast over here. It's looking real cloudy. We're just lying to you, though. There's no clouds whatsoever.
I can evolve my shampoo.
He said you got slapped the next week.
Hell yeah.
Here, hold this for like 2 seconds.
Oh, motherfucker. I transferred my fucking shit on accident. I was
What'd you
trying
transfer?
to... This. I had 2 of them, and I was trying to appraise it, and I transferred it. Man, I think I deleted my strong one, too.
What are the IVs like on that Sandshroom?
It's decent, but it has excellent stats, strong, and good in battle. Well, great in battle, and then it's really small.
Not too bad. Probably like 70 to 80 maybe. Oh, you're gonna get your first Sand Slash right now?
Yeah.
Cool. About time. That's the thing, Sand Slashes are really good, actually. At least the ones with the movesets that I have. How big is the Pokédex since they added more Pokemon? It's 250, but there's 248 Pokemon, and I believe that, the point of them doing that... Well, actually, no. Yeah. There's 248 in the Pokédex, but you can have an inventory of 250 basic stock. I think the reason for that is because there's 2 shiny Pokemon that were first added into the game, which was Magikarp and then its evolution Gyarados. So basically, like, my belief is that they did that for that purpose, but now there's more shiny. Oh, you got 50 Kanto region Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Sandslash is a beast when it battles. What's its CP? It's got quick ass attack. That's a good thing about it. Oh shit, 909. Try and get that bitch above 1,000 if you can.
I don't
That'll
have
make
any
6.
more candies.
Well, when you can.
Yeah, when I get more candies, yeah. I was gonna see what other ones I can evolve. I know there's one more that I can evolve.
Bro, if I caught a Mewtwo, man. I just got my first Lapras the other day, bro, and I was fucking hyped. I sent a picture of it to my cousin. That nigga was fucking hurt. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you still can't get him out here. I wish I could have gone to the Pokefest and shit. And the one that they had in Japan with the fucking Pikachu, what is that shit called? The Pikachu fucking, they have it every year in Japan. Pikachu Outbreak, I think. That shit would have been tight. Yeah, that nigga was hella, man. And then right after that, the next morning, I found a wild Skarmory. I sent a picture of that to him too, but he was like, nigga, I got 2 of those, fuck you. I was like, damn. He was able to get in the game when GPS drifting was still a thing. Or not GPS drifting, when GPS spoofing was still a thing. when he could use a little joystick and shit. He'd go out to fucking San Francisco and shit while he's sitting at his house, basically. His phone thinks he's at San Francisco and he'd get hella shit. What percent are we at now? We are at 3%. Yeah, I'm gonna try and see if I can stream tomorrow. I might try and do 2 if it's possible. If I can even do 1. Maybe do 1 a day and 1 at night. I heard some people who did that got banned, the GPS thing. Yeah. If you get caught doing that, you will get banned. And apparently it is still a thing. People still do it. But I've seen like people that like make tutorials on that type of shit. Like I wouldn't risk doing it.
1133 1122.
Like I wouldn't risk doing that shit. I really wouldn't. But I've seen someone do a thing on it, right? And this is for educational purposes only. Basically what they did was they spoofed to a location and they waited for things to pop up, right? They wouldn't spin a Pokédex because that would, like, I guess, authenticate to the game that, yes, you're right here, but no, you're actually not, so boom, you're banned. Whether it's a temp ban or a perm ban. And basically, they would go there, they would wait for something to spawn, not hit any discs on Pokestops or anything, not try and fight a gym or click on it or anything. They would just wait for something to spawn. As soon as it does spawn, they would recall their GPS to make it to like show its real location that's back at the house. And like I don't know, to me it seems like not most people know this, but when you click a Pokemon, you can fucking like if it was possible, you could go all the way from fucking here in California to goddamn Japan. And once you open your screen again, you know, as long as your phone's still on and shit, you know, whatever, that motherfucker's still gonna be there. It's not gonna run away from you unless you don't catch it. So, you know, they can actually spoof and say, you know, we're here. And once they click on it, they'll spoof away from it back to the real location and then catch it. And, you know, they had like additional add-ons to those apps that would tell them where certain ones that they were looking for were going to spawn and give them exact coordinates. So they would just go right there, fucking click it, go back home on their thing, and then catch the motherfucker, and they'd have it. Very educational, getting learned right now. What'd you just get?
50 bug type Pokemon.
50 bug type. I think the only that I don't have, like a medal for are, what is it? Learn.
You know.
I know a little bit. Whenever I find something that I like, I fucking tend to research the fucking holy living shit out of it.
If the stream cuts off, we'll more than likely be back tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll live stream at some point tomorrow. I know that you said that you mostly watch Twitch at night, so we'll see if we do a day stream. We'll see if we can do another one at night too.
We normally go at night.
Yeah, we're normally fucking lurking around at night. Sure, you never tried it, laugh out loud? No, I didn't. When I got into the game and first started to actually get to play, it was right before they did this big gym update, so that wasn't any longer like a thing at the point that I got into the game. Well,
Damn, the Pikachu that I caught earlier was one of my strongest ones that I have now.
your Pikachu?
The one that I caught earlier.
How strong is it?
All my my strongest one before was like 120 something, and that one's like 2 something. Yeah, 127, and then the one that I just, no, 152. And the one that I just caught is 221.
Oh yeah, I forgot that I never told you guys her name. Like, I don't know if you heard her earlier or not, but she goes like by Rhea and stuff. She's actually gotta give you a shout out, even though you don't want me to.
Well, like, it's because,
Like she said earlier, she's trying to start her YouTube channel, but
like, it's not that I don't know what to post. I want to be really good, like,
we're not stable enough at this point right now.
yeah, because I don't want to
And
start.
I feel like I got a few tips to give her and shit,
Yeah.
you know?
Like, I want to start and be like